Hello everybody, welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. It's your ghostified gamer, and we are looking at the next thing, Duralumin. Whichever way, I don't know how to pronounce it. I gotta Google that. Gosh darn it, I keep forgetting. Anyway, so yeah, we're looking at this here, and what's interesting is it takes 4 sand castings and 100 of each aluminum and copper. I thought that was very interesting when I was looking at that. And so if we look at look at this one. What's odd is it takes 4 aluminum plate to copper plate. So you would think that this would be reflecting in that, like maybe this would be 50 and that would be 100. I don't know. I don't understand the 4 casting. The four sand casting. I don't know. Whatever. Now, if we right click on that, I was looking at 152 things. It looks like it's only in building machine, like stuff. It's not science related. That being said, why would I put it up here, over here or wherever, when I just need it for building, which is right here. So I'm just going to pull the trains up here, and we'll make the Duralumin here. And I mean, I could just belt it down and have it in a case right here. But I don't, I'd rather have it on a train because I might move this. When we do the level 2 eventually someday, the level 2 machines, I could foresee ripping this and replacing it and doing it better, because I'm just kind of throwing stuff in here. It's kind of a mess. I'd like to have it more organized by category and stuff. Oh, a little update here. Oh, look. Oh, autosave. I moved my little I call it mid base. No, it's really not mid base anymore. Well, I guess you could say it is. So Duralumin is gone. That's why I moved this here. And aluminium is gone. Oh, I forgot to get rid of this crap. That's fine. I'll get it later. Let's see here. Yeah, so it's aluminum is all gone. Aluminium is gone. I have these planners boxes here. I have to leave them here for now. So yeah, whatever. Oh, next project. Woo! This, that. Yep. Green circuits. Oh, we're getting it. We're getting there. I didn't rip the train out yet because I'm not ready for it. So we'll bring it over, and then I'll hell mod glass, and we'll do a nice build on that too. We'll get that going. Shouldn't be too difficult. Let me go over this thing here. I'm going to use LTN TSM. We got the 2 stops here, obviously, and we'll bring in the fuel over here. And I'm not too sure how to do this, and I'm not too worried about throughput, obviously, because we're gonna have enough here. I'm going with 2,000 molten a piece and 2,000 fuel, and the request threshold is 1,500. Limit trains 3. I figure that's fine. I'm gonna test it out, see how it goes. Network ID is 1. I've got the fuel go here. I'll have a green wire hooking up to this, reading the train contents from here, actually. The sandcasting train won't interfere with the fluids, obviously, so I've got this right in the middle, which worked out pretty well. And then I'm going to do 4 of these things, I think. I don't know. I had 3 because I was running low when I grabbed trains, so I think I'm going to do 4. And I'm running into our bio lab up here, so I'm a little worried. I'm like, oh boy. But I'm going to shove this one way down here. And then I'll do like a 2-2 thing, like I'll do 2 and 2, and I'll go into a middle belt, and it'll just be 1 train going back. And basically, the train's gonna go from here to here. What the hell? Why not, right? Okay, I'll speed this up, and I'll get to work here. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the Duralumin hookup, and here's our next project. Glass! Oh, after I got done with that... Oh, look at this. Ooh. I'll show you that later. After I got done with this thing, I'm like, man, this thing is fast. Let me put it in hell mod and see how fast it really is. This is 20 Duralumin. I think it's Duralumin per second. And before I checked it, I said, let me put 4 belts on this thing. 1 belt per machine. This is so overbuilt, it's ridiculous. This thing here, for what we need, that is. Whatever. So, and aluminium is underbuilt to begin with, so we can't even feed this thing with aluminium. But it is fast, nonetheless, so I like it. Let's get to glass here. Let me go to hell mod. Oh my god. Glass. Expand. Now, I experimented with soil to sand, to pure sand, with the phosphate rock processing, and I put it into here. Come to find out, you need about just under 3 belts of soil to get enough sand for 5 glass a second. I ripped all that out, said, nope, we're not doing that. Let's see what the jaw crushing nets us. As you can see, it's a lot more manageable with only 1 belt of stone. And here's the thing, not only is it less machines and less of a footprint, the Kerrigan that we get out of here will be turned into gasoline. And what's great is that the fuel we're generating potential fuel for our glasswork. So hopefully we'll have enough to keep this running. Then we get heavy oil as well out of that, which is for our zinc plate processing. Anything above and beyond that is kerosene. So I don't know how I'm going to manage the kerosene at this point. There might be a couple machines that I just have to throw on kerosene, like for our building purposes. For example, I'll have to switch the alloys that we have for building to kerosene. That way I can manage that a little quicker. And then I'll have a stop for gasoline just in case we need to, switch it over. But I think this is going to be a good thing. If I were to take this and break it down more, I would be interested to see if this here is a net positive on our Kerrigan. So that's kind of cool. And then, since I got that, I went ahead and did Petri dishes too, because we got to get those out of the... It's too disjointed. I have too many builds all over the place. And originally it was kind of like, all right, let's just get it done. Now, when we have trains, we have the ability to unload and load really good. With the mini loaders, we're going to start to pull that stuff out and reestablish it. And now, this one's not too bad. 1 a second with... the recipe I'm using is powdered quartz now. And powdered quartz is ridiculous. It has reduced the footprint by a massive amount. Add sand, powdered quartz, boom. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, and then I got Hellmod to cooperate with me. The amount of the stone and gravel that's coming out of these here for this one. We got gravel and stone coming out. And I got it to cooperate with this. And I don't know why it's saying... this is for the crushed quartz. Yeah, we only need 1 crusher and 1 ball mill. Well, not even 1. To get the amount for this, and that's a pretty good amount. I am tempted to increase that. Now, I'm going with a burner assembly machine. I don't know if I'm going to bring wood into this, and that way we don't have to pull ash out. I prefer to use our coal. That way we do get ash, that's every little bit helps because we're going to need it for later. Right now I'm managing it with those two, with the chemical plant thing. Let's see what else we got. So, and I'm going to use this recipe here. The carbon dioxide, saline water, and limestone. And I want to look at if we can make the seaweed MK2 before I commit to this. But we're not going to do this today, probably. I mean, if I can, I will. and limestone and all that good stuff's in here. I got, oh, this, I don't know why it keeps doing this. I think it gets confused. I have miners. I think Hellmod doesn't understand that I want stone. Wait a minute. Yeah, I want the stone to be miners and coal and iron and copper. And it keeps switching it over to this for some damn reason. I don't know why. It's that favoriting thing. If you go over here and you favorite this, set as default, it says electric mining drill. No, it's this, you idiot. I don't know why. I don't know why Hellmod's doing that. But it seems like you can't set the resource to that. It's setting everything to it. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I didn't change this. Left it the fuel diesel. What is diesel? What is that? 1.5. Okay, that's the better fuel out of all the other fuels. I think kerosene and diesel are 1.5. So that's all done there. And then the incubated ones, I went ahead and did that. And all I did was I want one out, one incubated petri dish a second. And it's a 1-to-1. And all we got to do is basically build this and add 20 machines to this. I think, yeah, oh, it's 20. Yeah, it's this build here will supply this is what happens. So it's 2.5 to 20 of these, the microorganism mine thing. Yeah. And then I went ahead and did small parts, and I have a comparative here to give you an idea of how much power the automated factories take over non. We're talking 213 kilojoules for the mining only that's needed. I just put coal in here, you know. I left it there. So we're going to be using the burner assembler level 2. And the green circuits, I went ahead and started this. I'm going to up it. I'm going to double it by going to 1 circuit a second. And this beast, we're not going to be able to do this right away. We have to do solder. And then all these parts, we have to figure out how we're going to do these. I don't know if there's better recipes. I doubt there is, but we got to do solder first. And then for the Formica board, we're going to do the fiber board and melamine resin. The formaldehyde recipe, we got a better one now. We're still going to have to use augs for the urea. We'll feed them. And let's see what else. We need melamine, which we're doing for batteries, but this is a lot better because it uses equal amounts of the cyanide and ammonia. So here's the formaldehyde. The methane is what changes. We're going to use Nexalate plate and the BTX, and we'll get a good flow of methane. We won't have to use the moon drops, which is great. The tricky part here is the fiber board, and for that reason, we have black liquor and tall oil. We can vent one, but we can't the other. I think the black liquor we can't pie hole. So we'll have to process that out. I hope we have a recipe for it. The other problem is the sodium hydroxide, mainly because of chlorine, and chlorine will have to be consumed by our niobium plate processing. So we'll have to train that over to there and prioritize the chlorine from here over to that one. It should work out, because as long as we're building power poles and things like that, and we have the iron, the alloy stuff that comes out of that for the mini loaders and the fast inserters, filter inserters, things like that. So we'll be able to consume this, I'm pretty sure. And it's only 0.01 output from this whole process. And it's not too bad. I might want to up this to get more out of this. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. That is that. So in preparation of all this glass we're doing, I added 16 stone trains, and these only carry 1,000, so you kind of have to go big on this one. And now we're not getting a full belt. The 7 miners is a full belt, but it's actually a half belt because of the Kerrigan. And I have a design. I went ahead and did an intersection here so I can go this way. And there's our tar. And I can go this way now, and this way, and up, and I can connect to here, or I could just make this into a T. You know, depends on what I'm building. The design that I'm looking at here is this one for stone. That way we can get a true belt of stone out. And I can filter this, obviously, to make sure it doesn't overrun on Kerrigan, and we make sure we get a slot for our stone and stuff. And so we'll have double the stone amount over the well, we have to double the stone slots, and the Kerrigan is because it stacks to 100 and the stone is 50. So we'll do this, and we'll copy that, and we can go on, you know, like for example here, look at the footprint on this. That's not too bad. That's 7. This is this is actually 1 belt of stone. I think it's 1. Yeah, it's 7. Oh no, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a little over 1 belt. So I can minimize the output on that. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I'll redesign it though. But I can put like 1 here, and then 1 here, and 1 here, and we'll be cranking. The issue though is you got to stagger them a little bit, because you got to have room for belts and stuff. You got to do some undergrounding, you know, and all that. And you just flip it for this side here, and then we just pop it on there. That way we can manage the Kerrigan and the stone from the start. Now, I don't want to put it here, you know, for the train. The whole point is we want to have the stone and the Kerrigan in it, because it's two at a time. So it minimizes our belt throughput. Okay, so that's that. I went ahead and did this over here. This is a new yard design, and because of the 4-lane rail, I had to think of something, and here it is. I have the yard input output here, but the problem is that how am I going to bypass? You know, what am I going to do? Well, I did this little angle piece here and connected it here. It literally, I have 2 connections here and here, and here, I think. So it matched up perfectly. The issue here is that I have an odd number of power pole you know, I have like 9. I should have done 10, you know, not knowing now, 20/20 hindsight, right? But if I go 10 power poles, this will be centered. And then I can actually do like an X pattern, which would be pretty cool. So I'm going to redo, I might be able to, oh wow, you know what? I just noticed something. Oh yeah, the issue with this as well, this is just going to be a small little bypass. I think I'm going to do another one up here or something. I'll probably cut across this way, you know, that way I can cap it, go up, and do a 4-lane crisscross to 2. That could be what I do there, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'll worry about that later. Right now, what I wanted to get a building area for the glass and stuff. Oh, and I'm over here messing around with this thing. 143. I think I may have got this figured out as far as logistics. You know, the recipe is one thing. It's the logistics. It's logistic and recipe. I have 40,000 coke oven gas at 500 in this tank. I put a little buffer chest here with 500 warmer bricks. And the issue with the system here, I think it's just kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but these bricks from here have to be exported and used here. The problem is that if you lose the bricks here, if these get consumed and placed in the case, then you have no more 100-degree coke oven gas. Then this whole thing shuts down, and then this whole thing shuts down. No matter if, you know, you need bricks and gas, right? So what I did was I jammed this, I kept this flowing, and got the 500 capped, so it shut it down. Now, what I guess what I'm calling this a front load. I'm front loading everything, because this is a trickle. These bricks coming out of here are a trickle, and this thing can't keep it, when it finally spins up, it's too late. This shuts down, and then I don't have the bricks from here going to here. The only concern I have is the bricks might run out, but the whole point of this is like I said, the front loading. So as long as you have the 500 in here, this will lag behind this. So this runs, then this runs, then it backs up over here. So it's catching up. It's playing a catch up. So it's like winding a spring and then letting it go. It takes a while for it to unwind, I guess. I don't know, as an analogy. Once I figured I'm going to keep an eye on this, and I'm pretty sure it'll be fine now. The issue I was having was that the bricks were starving out. The 100-degree coke oven gas wasn't being generated. I didn't have any 500 because of that, and there was nothing stockpiled, and this shut down. So that I'm trying to fix it there. You'll probably won't even recognize it over here anymore. I have a trash train for stone. That's from glass only. And a coal train, which is now directly affecting this, which this is going to come out anyway, but I just wanted to put it in here just so we had it, just in case. But this train is going to come out. The wood train's gone for fuel because I could trust that system now. It's been running for a while. The small parts, the green circuits, and the glass has been moved. That way I could kind of clean that up and get peace of mind from that because it was driving me nuts. Here's the glass train. I moved it over here, and that is feeding our circuits here. And then I got the green circuit train here now next to the printed circuit substrate. And here are the small parts. I moved that over here. It's a nice short belt. I decided to do this now because it's just bugging me. And it's good to just get it consolidated and all that, get that peace of mind. Now, the phosphate rock build is working great. We have 35,000 hydrofluoric acid now, so I got that on a speaker. I got to look and review what we can do with that. I can't remember offhand. And this tank's at 1,000. It caps out. I have it set to stop at 1,000. These two, and this one will run until this process stops here. This one is, I think I'm shutting this off with the pump here at 10,000. I can't remember what it was. So this is working pretty good. I went with the sand build for this because I didn't feel like bringing a stone train in over here and dealing with it. And the footprint isn't too bad if you don't have a lot of sand. This has its place. The soil requirement is pretty large. I need more soil extractors for this, but it works. I was monitoring it and all that, so I could probably minimize the amount of washers if I increase the amount of soil extractors, but it works. And I think the last thing I got to go over here, because it's been like a day and a half since I've recorded that Duralumin thing. This is a first draft of a vertical train unloader system, and I like this. I've slept on it, and I've thought about it, and I've assessed it, and I like this better because we have basically 4 opportunities to go in and 4 opportunities to come out of this, and we only have like 11 trains that are potentially going to be in here at any given time. Granted, these all have to deploy to be 11. It's most likely going to be 1 or 2 at a time. So really it's 9, maybe 10 trains. I doubt it would be 10. But 9 trains, and they're utilizing this. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? We got 1 train here, and look at all this crap we have to place down just for 1 lousy train. Yeah, that's not a good use of rail. And, I'm glad that when I was looking at this, I decided, well, I need to do 4-lane, right? And then after doing this, I go, you know what? This is too much rail picking off, right? So let's try that vertical stuff. And I really do like it. There is some refining that I'm going to do to this as I go. I'm hoping to refine it with the glass and the Petri dishes and stuff going forward here. So we'll look into that. Oh, one of the things two things that I need to do. I need to give myself more room for unloading So I'm going to pop this out maybe 2 tiles more, because I'd like to be able to unload on both sides, you know, come out this way and come out this way. Maybe I want to go around this side. The other issue is that I got to remove the power poles. Once I get the power pole, once I get this 4 to 2 in, then I got to get the power poles out, not use signals, but I'm going to use the, I got to use the power poles as keys. So I'll put everything in, and then I'll pull it all out, and I'll leave a power pole way up top just in case. Because here is an example where there's... Oh, and then I have to re-signal the whole thing because, you know, obviously, look, there's a signal sitting here, and that could go here. And this signal is just sitting there doing nothing. You know, it's serving no purpose. A train could come in here and stop and block this. So I got to re-signal this whole thing, and, you know, I was just trying to get this thing done. The other requirement here is to build to a train length in between these stops and give myself more room for unloading. And the third requirement is I want to push a little further over, similar to how I have all this room here. I'd like to have, you know, this much room between builds, you know, a train length and, you know, whatever. That way I have room to, you know, snake belts and pipes around and stuff. So I think that was what I learned from this build here. And it works. It's just that, you know, the first iteration of something like this, you're like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this better. And pYanodons really is a really interesting mod. With Angels, when I played Angels Industry Overhaul mod, and that one is a lot more straightforward. You know, you have ore in, you get some crushed stone, you do some washing, you can stack your machines basically all in a row. In pYanodons, it's a lot trickier. There's more stuff coming out, and there's all these stages, and each stage has something coming out of it. You might have 2 things coming in and 3 things coming out. You know, it makes it really tricky to build in a cohesive row. That's why I'm kind of separating it out like this. But I'm okay with doing it this way. It's kind of fun. Doing rows horizontally. So this one has to be the vertical trains. I have to do horizontal builds. And they have to go this way. And then the next process is this way. And the next process is this way. And I have to have room here for unloading and belts. And that's kind of what I learned from that. Cool. All right, let's get to work on the glass and speed it up. Okay, let's turn it on. Oh boy. All right, so there's another thing that I learned. Today I learned situation. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna need more inserters on this one. Oh no. I'll have to reconfigure that. I was worried about that too. Crap. We'll do that. Oh, I could do a mini loader on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna do a mini loader on this one here. Get that in there. There we go. That's better. I'll have to reconfigure this. I got plenty of room to mess around with that. I can move this over, do whatever. I wish long arms could filter. Man, that would make life so much easier. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and now with this going, check it out. I have the return belts going southbound and back into here. And there's a priority belt for each one. I remembered to do that. Isn't that awesome? I'm not bringing the stone in yet, but we will. And what's funny is that this will actually run without the stone because we have stone from the process here. Very cool. Oh, and let's get the stone flowing. And here's another issue that I'll have to work into the build. When I want to pull 2 trains in and have one sitting there waiting to unload while one is unloading, because usually I'll do a bump out. Do we have any glass? I don't know. I'm not sure. We probably do. Oh, look. Yeah, there it is. We got some glass going. Ha! Well, we have molten. Yep, little tiny bit. Little tiny bit. Okay, let's get the stone in here. Oh, I didn't put the stone mines on the network yet, but we'll do that in a second here. All right. I'm going to do 1,000 stone just as a kind of a thing here, just to start it off. Okay, stone and copy. There we go. I wanted to get that in before the quartz train came back. I think we'll be fine on quartz. What I'm worried about is stone. I have to do something like this, and I might be able to angle it. I could do the unloading here and have a train sitting like this. So basically flip that on its side as well, you know, and then go here. Okay, there we go. Look at all that. Wow. That is a lot of damn gravel. Holy crap. Holy cow. This thing is cranking. And, oh, wow. Okay, we need more inserters on this. Okay, wow. These are fast. Kind of puts it in perspective. Yeah, there we go. Yep. These are mini loader types. Oh, I think what I'm going to have to do here... What's going on? Oh, yeah. See, it's backing up. All right, this is over a belt is what's happening. And we'll do that. And then we'll have to do this here. That's what I like about mini loaders, is you can do stuff like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that'll export quick enough. Oh, this one's having issues as well. Wow. Okay. It's 4. Do that. Okay. 2 and 2. Hopefully that'll balance it out a little bit. Still having issues. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to go. Okay, good. And then 13, 9. I think this one won't run as full time. Okay, sand. I might have to do something here. Let's get one here. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Sand is getting there. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to run full time. There we go. Yep. Glass. How fast is this running? Oh, okay. Let's look at Hell mod real quick. And glass. And 2.15. So we're going to have these two running. As long as it's doing 5 a second, that's all we care about. We can look at our production graph. We can go here, glass, and we can look at minute view. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, it's about 4.66 right now. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it went down. Okay, let's see what. Wonder what's going on here. Okay, we got plenty of that. So we have plenty of this. It's the sand that's kind of holding up the show here. Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. How much sand is this taking? 10. Yeah, it seems like the sand is holding it up. That's fine. No backups. Yeah. Well, I think it's working, but there's something weird going on here. It's a pretty decent sized build. It's pretty crazy. I'll have to keep an eye on it, you know, as it runs. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to cut that because I want to clear the base out and then off screen, and I'll get this implemented in. I think this won't produce. It's gonna chew up a lot of stone. Quartz is coming right now. 700. Yeah, this one's gonna need a couple trains coming in, but I guess I'm okay with it for now. Once we have a buffer, a train leaves, come back, we have 3 trains ready to go, you know? But under stress, you know, we gotta make sure it works. Yeah, see, the stone is really getting mauled. I think what I'll do, the stone definitely has to be higher. So I'm gonna make this 1500. That way it brings trains more frequently. As soon as this, because the quartz isn't going to be chewed up as fast. So we can bring the stone trains in faster, quicker. Okay, we got plenty of sand. 10 sand. Let's do this. Okay. And then, because I think maybe it's an import issue here. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, the pure sand is doped by the powdered quartz, and then we get a good amount of liquid, which is good. Oh, okay, wow, that buffered up quick. All right, there we go. Oh, because this one buffered up, this one buffered up. Okay, cool. All right, I'll keep an eye on it. I'm gonna run the trains. Get the train reallocated here. I'm gonna put the stone. Well, we can do that right now before I forget. We'll put the stone yards in here. We got the trash one, stone trash, stone yard 1, and I named these 2 and 3. Yep, 2 and 3. Okay, we'll edit. We'll go all the way down to stone yard 2. This is what I like about TSM, except having to scroll all the way down 2 times. Stone yard 3. We want to make sure we got the trash train, yard 1, yard 2, yard 3. Update, and then we want to make sure that we have stone trash yard 1, stone yard 1, stone yard 2, stone yard 3. Okay, we're good. We are good. And then we'll close that out. Okay, cool. Well, I'm pretty happy with how it went, and yeah, we still got a little. I have to the next build that we do. I think we'll be fine with the glassware because it's not really a huge amount that we're gonna need. We need it for sure. It's the next item that I want to work on. Oh, small parts. We're gonna work on small parts next. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh, why aren't you calling stone? Oh, it called the quartz before stone, so it's hanging it up. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now we got it. Yes, 100. Yeah. Okay, hopefully I'll get this caught up. I'll stress test a little bit with the other by putting some trains in here and all that. Okay. And yeah, this here I was playing around getting the design for the unload and the signaling here. You know what's interesting? Look at this. You're not getting you're only getting one train length here. See that? And you have to mouse over this one to get the other train length. I thought that was kind of weird. But this one here, that's a train length there. That's a train length. And then you have to mouse over the next one, and it looks backwards, I guess. I never knew that. I thought it did something different. So we have to go up here. That's a train length. And yeah, I'll look at that one. That's a train length. That's a train. That one. Yeah, these are all train lengths here. These are all 4. I could tighten these up, but there's no reason to. And then, you know, this is all good to go. This is all good. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one went. A lot cleaner. I was a little worried about space, but I knew that I only had 4 machines with, so we're okay here. We'll have to maybe do the build, and if we run into the rail or the build next door to it, we'll have to just copy and move it over another length, because I want to key off of these power poles on the main line as a reference point. There we go. Now we got the stone. Okay, cool. And let's see here. We're going to have 1100. Yep, now I'll call it another stone train. That's what I want. 2 stone trains, 1 quartz. Cool. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. This recipe's a lot better to work with. It's not as hungry like the other one was, where we're just using quartz and crushing, and then we get the stone out as a byproduct with no answer for it. So yeah, this is a really nice one. I'm glad I waited until now to start rebuilding, because these recipes now are giving us options to get rid of the waste, and it's minimizing the amount of crap we have to deal with. Cool. I'm very happy with it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the Duralumin. And now we got a good baseline for the glass. And next episode we'll do the small parts. If I forget, it's because, or if I forget or change my mind, I reserve the right. All right, but I think it's going to be small parts. That's a pretty simple build. Bring stuff in, boom, and then we'll look into maybe petri dishes next as well. At least we'll start it. All right, I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Peace out.